What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raise. We got to All the Boys I've Loved Before in 2018, and the movie reached an amazing success. After what seemed like a decade, the sequel is finally here. And you've certainly watched To All the Boys P.S. I Still Love You. We believe there's not a person left that hasn't watched the second movie. So we found all the deleted scenes, bloopers, and some amazing facts that would have changed the whole sequel. Keep watching to find out the first role Noah Centineo was meant to play. Number 10. The heart-wrenching scene. If the second movie, P.S. I Still Love You, left you wanting to know more about the cast in the movie, we have great news. Sarayu Blue, the actress who played Dr. Covey's John Corbett love interest Trina, said that there's one deleted scene from the movie. She used Instagram to give us a look at the scene, and she revealed that her character, who is also the Covey's neighbor, had a heart-to-heart scene with Lara Jean, Lana Condor. Blue also shared screenshots from the scene to mark a year after filming on the sequel finished. There had been many versions and many on-set revisions, but the final decision was that I'd be gardening. "I'm a terrible gardener," said Sarayu Blue. The actress explained that her awful gardening skills were probably the reason that the heart-wrenching scene was skipped. As Blue said, Lana had to do a somewhat heart-wrenching scene while she repeatedly killed a daffodil. At least, she thought it was a daffodil. Blue also mentioned that she had to stop over and over again for incessant birds, planes, and quite possibly the longest train in the history of trains. Lana is such a pro, though. She would stop, stay in the heart of it, and get right back to the scene with absolute grace and professionalism. Somehow, we got through it. Crushed daffodils, relentless trains, and all. The scene did not go into the film. "I blame my gardening," she said. Condor shared Blue's post to her Instagram story, and as she said, she really wished to see the scene. Well, let's hope we're going to see these ladies in more scenes together in the next movie. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight, Janel Parrish, who performs the oldest Covey sister, Margot, explained that one of her favorite parts of the third film is watching the growing relationship with their dad and his new lovely, beautiful, sexy woman. As he said, "There are some mixed reactions with the girls, and there may be some friction in the beginning."
Hi.
Were you with Jen today?
Yeah.
Number 9. Noah Centineo's role. Lara Jean, Lana Condor, had many crushes in To All the Boys I've Loved Before. A lot of boys were included in her love life, including our fave, Peter Kavinsky, Centineo. But things could have been different since Centineo almost played another one of Lara's crushes, Josh. Can you guys imagine how different the movie would have been if the producers brought this decision? Well, the director, Susan Johnson, noticed the chemistry Condor and Centineo had from the onset, and she changed her mind. "When we did chemistry readings, I knew I loved Israel, and I knew I loved Noah, but I wasn't sure the who would play which role," she told IndieWire. She was initially thinking of Noah for Josh because she thought, oh, he seems like the boy next door, but then she saw Lana and Noah's chemistry, and she knew they had to go that way.
That's good because, even if I didn't write it, it's still how I feel about you.
Number 8. So close. We all know that the cast of To All the Boys I've Loved Before has a lovely, strong relationship. And when the popular actors Ross Butler and Jordan Fisher joined the sequel, the crew just got better. So, Lana Condor, Noah Centineo, Janel Parrish, and the rest of the TATB team are having so much fun on set. There are thousands of selfies the cast has shared, and we believe they are enjoying every minute of their work. So it's safe to say they each love each other as a family. Well, guys, here are some friendly BTS moments we found so far. Here's the amazing moment when Jordan Fisher was told to be John Ambrose. Here is the iconic squad, Janelle, Lana, and Anna. Noah and Ross are really good friends, as you can see. Even though their characters in the movies, Peter Kavinsky and John Ambrose, are real rivals, their friendship in real life is very real. Number 7. They can't stop laughing. Back when the second movie was released, we were left wanting more, and thankfully Netflix has released to Pop Sugar a first look at the behind-the-scenes bloopers from the filming of To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You. In those bloopers, you can see the cast laughing and having the best time of their life. So what happens when the cameras aren't rolling? Here's the scene where a lantern is impulsively erupting in Noah Centineo's hands. Here's Lana Condor laughing when she's not supposed to. They certainly have the best time. Number 6. Lara's lock screen photo. Did you guys know that Lara's lock screen photo wasn't supposed to appear in the movie? So here's a scene in TATBILB where the camera centers on Lara's iPhone lock screen, and there's a photo of her and Peter on a couch. The photo looked more than accurate for the scene, but we found out that it wasn't meant for the movie, and was an IRL shot of Condor and Centineo on set. The two of them were in the green room to set at the high school location, in the area where we put the actors, Johnson said to ET Online. They actually were sleeping on the couch in that room like that, so we just stood over them and took that picture, and it's so friggin' cute. Well, we're glad it happened. Number 5. The chemistry. When you watch Netflix's To All the Boys I've Loved Before, you definitely notice a few interesting things. The first one, and possibly the most important one, is the chemistry between Lara Jean and Peter Kavinsky. When you watch the movie, you think to yourself, wow, their acting skills must be amazing or something is going on off set. The second thing you notice is that Noah Centineo is quite the dude. We all agree that he's handsome, right? But it turns out that even if you've watched the sequel a million times and you think you know everything, well, there are a few hidden details you've probably missed from the two movies. Remember when Lara and Chris, Madeleine Arthur, appeared at the lodge on the ski trip and they were talking about Chris visiting an EDM concert the night before? Well, Madeleine revealed that the scene was unscripted and that they improvised a little bit. Did you guys know this? Number 4. Different from the book. Netflix continued the rom-com To All the Boys I've Loved Before, the first of a trilogy of movies based on novels by Jenny Han, which hit the streaming service in August 2018. The fame of the movie has had a huge influence on girls all around the world, and because of the success, Lana Condor gained huge popularity. Noah Centineo also got his break with his role on the show. Now, the sequel featured a love triangle including Lara Jean, Peter, and childhood friend John Ambrose McLaren, Jordan Fisher. But can you guys imagine what would the sequel be like if they did everything according to the book the sequel is based on? Well, let's see. Number 3. The presence of Josh. One major difference between the movie and the book is the appearance of Josh. He's the Covey family's neighbor and one of Lara Jean's love letter receivers, but we don't see him in the sequel. Josh, represented by Israel Broussard, played a major role. He and Lara were really close, but things got complicated when Kitty, Anna Cathcart, sent Lara Jean's old love letter to Josh without Lara knowing. We didn't see him in the movie, and he was only mentioned during the fakes giving scene. The second book also mentioned Josh, but not as much as in the first one. They are still friends, even though he and Margot have broken up a few months earlier. Josh further revealed that the things he thought about Peter were not true. Lara Jean and Josh got accepted to UVA, they continued their friendship, and Josh got a girlfriend named Liza Booker in the book. So if the movie included this character, things could have been different for sure. Number 2. The fancy dinner. Lara Jean and Peter's first date included a fancy dinner at an Italian restaurant. During the movie, we can see Peter taking Lara Jean from her house as they go to a restaurant that had huge meals and 2 forks per person. This is different from the book, since in there, the couple goes to the movies together and eats at Biscuit Soul Food, which is Peter's favorite restaurant. And at one point, Lara Jean tells Peter how worried she is because she's scared that they'll break up. In reply, Peter promised not to do that, and she said the same thing as she signed their initials on a lantern and released it. What's interesting is that in the book, Peter proposed they make a new deal with rules like Lara Jean will only go to parties if she feels like it, and Lara Jean and Peter will always tell each other the truth. The last rule was, will not break each other's hearts. Which version do you like better? The one from the movie or the one from the book?
Because everything that's happened has brought us here. This is our story, and we're still at the beginning.
Number 1. The letter from John Ambrose. Lara Jean got a letter from John Ambrose after celebrating Korean New Year, yet she didn't write him back. So what's in the letter? John Ambrose talked about how mature Lara Jean was when she signed the letter and remembered them reading Harry Potter books when they were together. After thinking for a while about what decision she should make regarding his letter, whether to respond to his letter or not, Lara Jean chose not to. But things could have been different since in the book, Lara Jean got a letter from John after Valentine's Day. In the letter, John also states how he remembered them when they spent time together, reading Harry Potter books. He also stated that he saw Lara Jean at a Model UN event, referring to a time from the first novel. Lara Jean then writes John Ambrose and asks him to send her the childhood letter so she could check it out. In the book, they write to each other often before eventually meeting. What is your favorite thing from To All the Boys sequel? Let us know. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing videos such as this. Thanks for watching!